ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's TLSN softball broadcast between the Grinnell Tigers and the Newton Cardinals, sponsored by Poly Eyes.
Hey there, I'm Joey Poly-Eye, third-generation owner of Poly Eyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeye'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Poly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Alrighty, welcome back to the softball diamond here at Grinnell High School. Well, we finally made it out to one of these things. Grinnell softball, we've been out at the baseball field quite a bit this season, but we finally made it over to softball on this Friday night. And after the 2.5 inches of rain Grinnell got this morning, we really didn't think we'd be here, but we are here, and tonight should be a great game.
Exactly, considering that the Newton baseball game between the boys got canceled for tonight because of wet fields, so everyone was kind of sitting on the edge seeing if it was really going to happen here. So we're lucky to be here and glad to get this game going a little bit earlier for those that are tuning in, but we'll keep you up to date as we go.
Grinnell comes into the ballgame 9-11 on the season. They only won 10 games all of last year, so already off to a better start in terms of how the season's going. Newton comes into the game 10-11. These two teams are right back-to-back in the standings, and Grinnell won the last meeting 16-11 as we get off to a hot start. And that was number 13, Lakin Jenkins, up to bat. And now this is number 20, Chastity Henwood, up to bat for the Cardinals. Since 2009, Newton leads the series over Grinnell 24-2. Newton won 22 straight games from 2010 to 2019, but Grinnell finally broke that as that one's going to drop lightly down into left field. Ella McAlexander hops on top of it, and Newton is already on first base. So this is number 49, Peyton Mayer. She's going to be the pitcher tonight for the Cardinals, but she's up to bat third here. And the senior is up for the third bat of the night. And that one swung on to right field, and Copernall is going to let it go over top of her head. Newton's going to bring one around second, coming down to third, and she's going to come all the way home, and the throw will not be in time, and Newton is on the board in the first inning. Copernall just sailed just a little bit over top of her head. That allows Henwood to come home there.
Now batting number 32, Madison Thayer.
This is Madison Thayer up to bat, senior.
Grace Benson, courtesy running for the pitcher.
So Newton has a courtesy runner coming in. Now the last time these two teams played, it was a doubleheader. Newton took the first game, Grinnell took the second game, and pretty good win for Grinnell, obviously, to break that long streak, and know they're happy to have it behind them. And that ball inside for strike one. Meredith so far pitching this season, 12 starts, 16 appearances in all, 8-5 record. She's pitched 76 innings, allowed 97 hits, ERA of 2.39, 43 strikeouts, as Grinnell tried to get the pick off there to no avail. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And opponent batting average versus Meredith is at 293. One. Just outside for ball 2. Talking with Mike Doty throughout the season so far, it seems that he is quite excited for what's to come. Inside for strike 2.
earlier in the season when we did sit down with Mike, we had a media day and then a couple interviews in between. And, the team itself has set some pretty good goals. They have some young 8th graders, 9th graders, sophomores playing, trickled in with the leadership of Meg Doty out in shortstop. So I think all in all that they're happy with what they're coming out with, and pretty positive how the season's going to go.
Ball went high, but still came down as a strike. So Grinnell with 2 outs on the board as McKnight was able to get that one down. And that one swung on and missed. It's number 27, Taylor Lust, up to bat here for Newton. Freshman up here for the Cardinals. Again, apologies if we missed some of the names here for Grinnell. We're still getting the hang of who's out in the outfield and who's here on the bases, as that's down for ball 1. And then the last time these two teams played, obviously 16-11. That's a pretty high scoring game for a softball game.
That was in Newton. The bats kind of came alive for the Tigers with a nice win over.
That one going to be popped up to right field. Copernall comes down with it, and that'll end the half inning. Headed to the bottom of the first, Grinnell trails Newton 1-0. All right, so Megan Doty, the senior, is going to lead off Grinnell on the batting side tonight. So far, Megan, I should say, 59 at-bats, 25 hits, 9 doubles, and 4 home runs. The whole team in general has 6 home runs, so pretty impressive stat for Megan to have more than half.
When we sit down, we visited with Megan in media day. I think she had 1 home run last year, and she said she wanted to double that and be better on that. And if things all played out, that was going to be her goal, to keep hitting home runs. So having in-park home runs plus getting them over the fence has definitely been a big accomplishment for her, and she'll continue.
Battering average of .424 as she goes down for strike 1 there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Peyton Mayer on the mound. She is impressive so far this season. Pitched 84 and 2/3 innings, 97 strikeouts so far. And now she finds herself a little bit behind at 3-1. Down the middle for strike 2. So Megan's going to wait on the loaded count here to start the bottom of the first. 3-2. Megan got a piece of that one, and it flies foul behind home plate. Megan gets a piece of that one. That's headed to left field. It's going to drop right to the wall. Newton's going to go back and get it. Megan gets on her high horse all the way to second base, and Grinnell is off with a double by Megan Doty. Looks like most of the boys' baseball team is sitting over here having their classic celebration. So we'll have to see what Grinnell does this time. Coming up, this is Caitlin Kriegel up to bat for Grinnell, the sophomore. And tried to lay the bunt, but it goes foul. it seems like a cooler night for baseball. A little windy. It's kind of hot, and it gets cold, and the clouds are over top, but no rain in the area.
Yeah, that's one thing we'll adjust as the night goes. When we have light coming in and out, you'll see the screen. It'll get dark, and as the evening goes, we'll adjust that screen color and kind of tune it in for what our background is.
That one goes up top for ball one. So the count tied at 1-1. Good season for Caitlin Kriegel so far. 16 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 8 RBIs. And a batting average of .286. One ball, 2 strikes. And take a quick breathe there. Kate has started in all 20 games so far this season. That one's up top of the strike zone. It'll be ball 2. So the count even again. Two. Swung on, and this thing is popped way up in the air, and Newton comes. No, they can't come down with it. It's going to be a error on the drop play, so Megan Doty gets to third as Newton couldn't come down with it. So Kriegel sits on first, Doty sits on third, runners at the corners, and number 4, Kiana Kais, is up for the senior. 17 hits, 55 at-bats. She's also played in all 20 games so far this season. 4 doubles, 1 triple, 14 RBIs, and her batting average is at .309. That one down the middle for strike 1. And Kriegel slides into second on the steal. Now with the big opportunity.
Yeah, definitely sitting with 0 outs right now and having a runner on second and third. All she needs is a nice little pop right outside the infield, and we could definitely get 1, if not 2 runners to advance around.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, none out. Newton on top over Grinnell, 1-0 here at the bottom of the first inning. Here's Mayer's pitch, and this is going to be bunted back. Strike 2. It's surprising for all the rain that we got that the field was all nice and ready to go, and especially, starting on time, everything else. So nice job by all the coaches and parents who help out, as that one's fouled out of the ballpark to the left side.
Yeah, I don't think you could think coming into this that the field would look this nice.
Well, yeah, I mean
I think
considering Newton wasn't able to host.
These fields all have pretty good drainage in them since they redid them a few years ago, but
Yana gets another piece of that one, fouled off. The count is still 1-2. Sun's trying to peek out over there on the right side of the field. One ball, 2 strikes outside for ball 2. And Mayer, I don't know if she really thought that was a great pitch. We almost have a better look down the strike zone than at the baseball.
Yeah, we do. That one was a little high on the outside, but
Hannah Sophia Barron steps up to the bat box. And this is the sophomore, number 14. 56 at-bats, 20 hits, 8 doubles, and 1 home run, 15 RBIs, batting average of .357. And that one's out the side for strike 1. And it's like you said, 2 on. Now only 1 out. Even a sacrifice fly could do something for Grinnell here. Hannah gets a piece of that one. It's headed down to left field, and it is going to get past the outfielder. And Kriegel comes home. Doty came home as well, and Grinnell takes the 2-1 lead. as Hannah Sophia Barron sends one out to left field, and Grinnell takes the lead.
Yeah, that was a nice little rip out there to left field.
So now Lindsay Hollabaugh steps into the batter's box. The sophomore with 15 hits, 2 doubles, and 1 home run. And swing and a miss.
Just a week and a half ago, Lindsay had her first home run. Pretty excited about getting that down underneath her belt.
Ball 1.
Lindsay's another one that we sat and chatted with on media day. She's pretty excited to get out and be one of the leaders as a sophomore on this team. And I think all in all, she's definitely providing that leadership out there in this young team.
I feel like the whole team's full of leaders. One ball, 2 strikes. Hollabaugh gets a piece of that one. It's going to be lined up and caught. So down for out number 2. Couldn't catch a break on that one dropping. Lydia Rodebush comes to line to bat here. And she was out with a little bit of an injury. Was it before this season and she came in just a little bit later?
Yeah, I think it's Christmas time or right after Christmas. Lydia had a shoulder surgery, if that's correct.
Somewhere around there.
And it is roughly about a 5-month recovery time. So to see Lydia out there swinging the bat, definitely a good thing right now. She's had some.
Outside for ball 1. Hannah still sitting on second. And Lydia goes down swinging for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Grinnell leads 2-1 over Newton. And she's hit with the pitch. So we'll see what happens next. So this is Caitlin Van Copernol out to bat, and for only being in 8th grade, she's made a big impact so far this season.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Her and her twin sister both, had their efforts put across, are pretty impressive coming into this season. So, and that's what it takes. You know, Mike visited with us, and he said it takes from the beginning, these kids have to start out, and they recognize them, and they put them into place and play them. So
10 hits, 3 RBIs, and 1 triple. Interesting to have a triple before a double. Caitlin finds herself in the 0-2 count with 2 outs and 2 on. And a swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the first inning. Grinnell puts 2 on the board and leads 2-1 over Newton.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
And talk a little bit about our weekly podcast that we have going on. The Tiger Sports live stream podcast happens every Monday afternoon. It gets released. We bring in a special guest from within the school system, or just, it doesn't even have to be in a school system, someone that has influence in the activities that's going on with Grinnell High School, or someone that has participated in Grinnell activities. So listen in every Monday afternoon between 4 and 7 when that podcast gets released. You can catch it on all the popular platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Podbean, or you can just go right to our website and check it out at www.tigersln.com. That's our weekly podcast on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Number 10, Cameron Johnston.
All right, we're back for the top of the second inning. And Newton's back up to bat. And this is, I believe, Cameron Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, as she fouls that one off. And it is the junior, number 10. Merritt is still on top of the mound here. Newton's able to put up one in that first inning, but Grinnell came back strong with two of their own. And that one swung on and grounded and caught, hand on first base. Was that the other Copenroll who was able to come down with that one? I think so. Yes, it was.
4-3 brings up number 5, Mallory Zach.
So Mallory Zach steps up to the plate for Newton. Luckily how this softball field is built, the sun really isn't in anyone's eye too much. Maybe Ella's out there. That one right down the middle, strike one for Meredith.
Right where we're sitting, we have the perfect zone that every good pitch or bad pitch, we could see it.
Right.
And we had a lot of good pitches and a lot of bad pitches.
Ball one.
So if you're watching on the Tiger Sports live stream network, you're going to see the front hand view of when you hear a groan in the stands, you're going to see right what that groan is.
That one foul back. As the baseball team makes a mad dash for the foul ball. Good to see all of them out watching this game. I still could not find the clip of Lewis dropping the home run at the College World Series. I knew I caught a clip of it, but I never quite saw it.
I think it was shared on our Twitter, on the baseball Twitter account.
Somewhere around there. Two balls, two strikes. And that one falls down for ball three.
Yeah, you know that one, right? I knew you remember that one.
Count is loaded, 3-2. Outside for ball four. So Johnson, or not Johnson. I don't know. Yes, so that was Zach.
Designated player, Vanessa
Mallory Zach.
Vassau.
So the freshman, Vanessa Vassau, goes up to bat for Newton.
Running number 12, Maggie Garrett.
So one out. One out, one on. Umpire is making his lineup changes here.
Checking it in, checking it twice, I guess.
And I don't know if that one ended up hitting Kate or it hit the ump. But either way, it's fouled off for strike one. So one on, one out for Newton.
One strike down.
And that one right down the middle for strike two.
Meredith is pitching pretty consistent coming off the mound. I should say in softball, it's out of the circle. We're used to baseball so far, so out of the circle.
And that one just missed the strike zone, down for ball one. Meredith, the top reliable pitcher so far on this season, both her and Hannah.
1-2.
Swung on and missed. Strike three, and now we're down to 2 outs here. This is Kaya Butler, the freshman, up for Newton.
Butler.
And that one up top for strike one. Yeah, the umpire kind of all over the place tonight. That one was up top, was called for a strike. Well, we're not going to complain. And that's down for ball one.
Chris Rodebush is our home announcer here. We'll have to calm him down every once in a while when he doesn't like what he sees.
Right now, it's just a laughing fit. I'm kind of with him. Ball two. Newton's had 2 games so far this year canceled. They played their last time was Wednesday. They won 1 game and lost another against Dallas Center Grimes in a doubleheader. After this game, they'll play Monday night at Oskaloosa for a doubleheader. So a really nice little road trip here. The 3-1 pitch by McKnight. That one swung on, and Coppernoll was able to come down with it, and that'll do it for the end of the bottom, or the top of the second. We're headed to the bottom of the second. Grinnell leads over Newton 2-1. So Ella's up to bat for the first time tonight for the Tigers. Here at the bottom of the second, Grinnell leads 2-1, and Ella gets swung on and a miss for strike one. Oh, 1. Fouled. Fouled right in the dirt. Oh, 2. That one popped up and fouled. Ella started 10 games so far this season, 25 at-bats, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 RBIs, 3 sacrifice flies, batting .160.
If you're tuning in live on YouTube, you've been watching it since we started. We actually started a half an hour early. Second drop by the catcher. That's kind of miscommunication in there, so putting our Ella on first base.
So now this is number 30, or 32. This is Kelsey Van Coppernoll, the 8th grader up to bat here for Grinnell. 3 8th graders on this team. Mostly see Hayden Hole for our base running, but as I think we're going to have a
pitch running for
yeah, so this
will
is
be Greta Dodd.
Greta Dodd. Oh, excuse me, 4 8th graders. And this is Greta Dodd up to bat or up to run for Ella.
The ninth team was Benton.
So this is Kelsey Van Coppernol up to bat. I can tell you right now, it's definitely takes a little bit for them to get these lineups fixed back. Considering this game's opening pitch time was probably like, I don't know, 7:08, 7:10. We're already 30 minutes in. We're only 2 innings into the whole thing, but Kelsey's going to get up to bat here finally. And it's laid down as a bunt. She'll turn on the Jets and gets to first base. The ball goes wide. And another loose ball. And finally, Newton gets it figured out. But, man, they're just dropping everything tonight.
Yeah, the errors on Newton's side are really going to be I think they're going to be the deciding factor of what goes on tonight, because it's putting Grinnell in some good positions on the bases. And here again, you know, that's two errors and two batters.
Now you get a really dangerous hitter with Megan Doty up to bat. And that one's right down the middle for strike one. So Coppernol up to bat, or Coppernol on first, and then Dodd up there on second.
Outside.
Well, it looks outside, but you never know. One. Down the middle for 1-2. She did this in her first at-bat. She really just kind of lets it all.
Yeah. Last time up bat, Megan shot it out there left field line, drove it all the way out to the fence. And
1 ball, 2 strikes. Up top, ball 2. Two on for Grinnell with no outs. And their top hitter, Megan Doty, up on the bat. And she lines that one foul. Down the left field line. Two balls, 2 strikes for Megan. And that one's outside for ball 3. The plate discipline is uncanny.
yeah, she is. She's kind of all over the place.
The count is full. 3-2 for Megan. And she gets a hold of that one, headed to the shortstop. Gets on to third, but that leaves Coppernol and Doty on first and second. So Kaiten Kriegel up to bat this time for Grinnell. And Kriegel loans that thing back, and is she safe? No, she's out on first. Out on third. So Grinnell, yeah, that was lined for a bunt, and then, yeah, so Kiana Kai is up to bat now with 2 outs and 2 on. That one down the middle for strike 1, and Grinnell sends Doty to third and Kriegel to second. So Grinnell just needs a single here, and Doty can come home. Oh, 1. Yeah, another error was what, yeah, considering.
That nothing that any of the Newton Cardinal fans want to hear, but definitely has been something. And
0-2 outside for ball 1. Two outs, 2 on. Down the dirt for ball 2. 2-2. Swung on down the left field line. It bounces off the third baseman, and Megan Doty's going to come home. So Grinnell takes the 3-1 lead over the Newton Cardinals, thanks to Megan Doty on third, and Kiana Kai sent one to third. So this is Hannah Sophia Behrens up to bat for Grinnell. Hannah had that one hit to bring home the first run, I believe. Could be wrong. And they're just going to intentionally walk Hannah, so we have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And out comes Lindsay Hollabaugh.
Scared of Hannah. Brings up third baseman.
Well,
Lindsay.
Hannah's had a pretty good year so far of sticking that ball out there in the right place and bringing in runners. Obviously, the finishing off of last Friday night's game that had the ability to come over and just watch. She finished that one off with a nice hit right over second base to bring him in. So I think she's been spotted enough by the coaches that they respect her a little bit.
And Mayer decides to take off the safety protection around her head. And
was it or just her sun visor? I think it might have just been her sun visor she's wearing.
did she just have a sun visor on? No sun in the clouds, so don't need it. Outside, 4-2. Newton's top pitcher kind of losing a little grip here.
Mayer, she didn't really like that call, but it was pretty obvious it was off the right-hand side lane into the batter's box.
And that's a strike.
I think Blue is giving a little favor back one way or the other.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 3 on. And Hollabaugh
Nice
sends
rip.
one to left field. Newton's going to be able to get it down. Here comes the throw to home. It's not going to matter. Kiana Kimes comes home along with Kate Kriegel. And Grinnell takes the 5-1 lead over Newton. It didn't matter if you walked Hannah Sophia Behrens or not. So now Lydia Rodabush comes out now for Grinnell with 2 outs and 2 on. Swung on and missed. So since 2009, Grinnell's only beaten Newton twice. And until that time, or since 2009, I guess so Grinnell could already come back and do it. And we talk about the improvement of the team. 10 wins last year. They're already at 10 wins if they win tonight. Very impressive for the team in general, just getting better. And when we talked to them in the media, that was exactly what they thought was going to happen. Strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We're headed to the top of the third. Grinnell puts up some runs and leads 5-1 over the Newton Cardinals.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
So Lakin Jenkins leads the top for Newton here at the top of the third. Grinnell leads over the Cardinals 5-1.
So far, the bats have been alive for the Tigers, and taking advantage of the opportunities of the Newton Cardinals' errors. Oh.
Newton gets on base safe after the bunt. Hannah couldn't get down in time.
Brings up the shortstop, Chastity Henwood.
Few groans out through the crowd there.
So Henwood up to bat this time for Newton. One on, none out. They try another bunt and try to throw to first. Safe. Copernell couldn't get that one on. See Lindsay set up just a little bit up on this left side, ready for a bunt. Really coming in close, just in case. 0-1. Swung on and it gets past Lindsay. Ella comes up to make the grab, and Newton's got 2 on. Right idea, just a little bit to the right.
Yeah, that were come up kind of a bunny hit hop. It bounced by Megan Doty, and we already had covered. Vanderkoop was coming over to cover first base. Barons was coming up to catch, so it kind of left second wide open, and you just kind of had to grab the ball, hold it, get it right back to Meredith to stop play.
2 on, none out. Cardinals trying to make a little bit of a rally here. And that's outside for ball 1.
Almost like Meredith just lost it a little bit. Seemed like it was kind of a floater off the right side as we're looking.
That one high and deep. Kiana's going to try to get underneath of it, and she does, and Newton holds their runners at first and second. Nice coverage by Kiana. So 1 out, 2 on.
Now batting number
Meredith's going to
22,
see if she
Maddie
can get
Bayer.
out of the inning without any damage done. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit here at the field. And I have to keep saying the field or the softball field because technically this field doesn't have a name. And if you want to hear an answer why, go check out our podcast episode with Chris Kaufman. He explains the whole thing. Let's just say it's a tedious process to get something named. But if our program, our business here, becomes completely rich and famous and we go worldwide, we'll come back and name a field. It'd be a pretty weird name for a field. We'd do it.
Let's get through college first.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And 2 on for Newton. That one fouled off. Strike 2. I keep wanting to put my jacket on, but then I know I want to take it off.
It gets cold, then it gets
Yeah.
hot.
I mean, the wind's blowing to the west, but if you get a hang of a softball here, this thing's going to get a good carry out to the backfield there. Count is full, 3-2. One thing I like about softball, I like how both dugouts are very animated.
Well, from where we're sitting here, we're set back a little
Yeah.
bit further. We could actually get a good view of what's going on both sides.
Meredith just kind of had to smirk at that one as that was barely up top for ball 4. So now the bases are loaded.
Batting third baseman Taylor Lust.
And this is Taylor Lust up to bat for Newton. This is where Grinnell's got to be careful. But you can run the force out here no matter what happens, if needed. Protect home at all cost. Fouled away. As the game's gone on, Newton's kind of eased off a little bit on their hitting in terms of swinging at the first pitch. In the first inning, it was literally Meredith threw 4 pitches and Newton was hitting on 3 of the 4.
Yeah, an excellent sight on the defensive end for the Tigers. Got underneath the ball and made those into outs.
Nice job by Kate for locating that one down low.
Yeah, Meredith
Yeah, umpire knocked it down a little bit too.
He's even thrashing his hand out, letting everyone know that he did make the stop.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. If a home run is jacked out of here this evening, the good thing is no cars will be dented by such home run because we were not allowed to park behind the softball field because of the rain and mud.
They'll probably be stuck in like a golf ball out on
yeah.
the sand dunes.
Be hard to get those things out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled. Man. Just missed that one. Meredith trying to get out of the jam that Grinnell's in right now with bases loaded. 1-2. And it slid right in there, and Meredith was very happy about that. Strike 3, out number 2.
Well, right now, as of
batting number
what
10,
we've been watching the umpire call, it's hard to say what those are going to go strike or ball.
It's not like on the baseball field where I can just say, well, that's outside a little bit.
I have a good look, and the look goes like my eye dropped to the right or left.
2 outs. Swung on and fouled. Boy, Meredith after that strikeout, she was pretty happy. It'll be interesting to see if she gets out of this inning unscathed. Newton could leave a lot on the board here, and Meredith's going to try to make him pay. Count is 0-1. 3 on. That one popped in the air. Meredith's going to get underneath of it. Never mind, Hannah is. And that'll do it for the top of the 3rd. Newton leaves 3 on base, and we're headed to the bottom of the 3rd. Grinnell leads 5-1. So Caitlin Van Copernol is going to lead off Grinnell here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Grinnell leads 5-1.
I can't tell if the Newton coach is making changes or either Grinnell made a change in the lineup one way or the other that they're discussing. Well, there's a break in the action. We want to thank you for tuning in to the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. You're watching either via Facebook Live on our Tiger Sports Livestream Facebook channel, or you're watching on YouTube Live via our Tigers Live Sports YouTube channel. So either one, give us a like if you are tuning in on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, follow us. You'll get pop-ups every time that we do go live. So thank you again for joining in. Also, while you're out there, if you're on a Twitter account, follow us on our Twitter account, TigersLive_.
Just past 600 subscribers on YouTube. All right, we're back. And Copernol fouls that one for strike 1. So the sun was out, and then the sun gave up. And now we're sitting, right about in the dark clouds. That one down for ball 1. What a line of coaches down there standing by the concession stand. You got new head coach Brandon Sharp. You got Stenberg, and then you got Coach Dunn. Some all-star coaches right there. And you got Farmerston right there,
Coach
too.
Tony Farmer, awesome.
One ball, 2 strikes. And that one goes down for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one's outside for ball 3. Three, 2. Oh, and that's strike 3. So down swinging. And out comes number 1, Ella McAlexander, back up to bat for Grinnell. Okay, I can officially say now it's getting a little bit colder.
Yeah, when the sun disappeared, the cool air came around.
It's crazy how dark it got. Yeah, sadly the baseball game got postponed for tonight. It probably would have been moved here if it didn't get postponed the last time Grinnell was supposed to play in
here,
Newton.
yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, technically maybe they could have, but I guarantee Newton wanted their home game. Newton's struggling this year, 1-14, but put up a great fight against Grinnell. Only lost by 1.
Nice eye, Ella. That right now, Peyton Mayer's pitchers are just going all over the place. Would not surprise me if old Blue would call one in there somewhere.
And there it is, right as he said it. 3-1 count for McAlexander. And Ella gets a piece of that one, headed to right field. Can Newton get there? They cannot. Drops down. Ella's going to turn on the Jets to base number 2, and she is on. Is that 3 or 4 now? Dropped.
Yeah, 3.
That brings up
So Kelsey Van Copernall up to bat here for Grinnell with Ella on second. 1 out, 1 on. This is a good bunt. She races over to first. Can she get there? She does. And Ella's going to come home. And Grinnell takes the 6-1 lead. This team is just different than last year's team. And guess what?
I think the big thing is it's the drive to keep them going. You know, they like we got an energetic crowd. They like hearing the support from the crowd, and you know they're capitalizing off the errors of the other team. And that's the big thing is when you can turn around and put points on the board because of an error, that's going to be always a plus throughout the night. So every base that is earned off of a non-hit is advantage for the softball team.
And we're still only in the bottom of the third, and Grinnell's up 6-1. Mayer's going to stay on the mound, or excuse me, in the circle. I mean, she seems like she has a happy spirit still being up there, just enjoying the game. Megan Doty up to bat here for Grinnell.
Megan's had some good hits so far this evening.
She has. Strike 1.
That thing was so low, yeah. I'll say that in disbelief, yes.
Copernall's going to head to second, and she is on.
And I actually think he was considering it on that one, too. 1-1, 1 out.
And 1 on. Knowing Megan, we'll probably wait till the end of this thing is at a full count till she swings that bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. I don't know how the dugout comes up with all these chants. But I applaud them, because they probably don't have voices by the end of the night.
And they have fun doing it.
Yeah,
when
they
you
do.
look down there.
Looks like they're having a lot of fun. 3-1.
Ball, take your base.
So out comes Kate Kriegel as Megan heads to first, and one on second is Copenhagen.
Brings up the catcher, number 5, Kate Kriegel.
So I did a little investigative searching. That is not a UCLA helmet that she is wearing. That is a helmet for, I think, some team that she played for in the off season. The logo from afar just looks like a UCLA helmet. One-0.
Oh.
Strike one. At this point, we should not be surprised by anything.
Sorry for that groan.
It's just easier to see it here than it is on the baseball field. That one, can it line through the gap? No, steps on to second, and Grinnell's got one at the corners. Copernall at third, Kate at first, and Kelsey Copernall heads to, or no, excuse me, Megan Doty heads to the dugout. So Kiana Kai is up to bat now for Grinnell. 2 outs, 2 on, and that one's fouled, popped, and hops on top of the.
Hopping a skip, and people were jumping out of the way.
The whole softball team was sitting there waiting for that thing to come back down, even though the dugout is slanted the other way.
Although after the doubleheader Pella game Wednesday night, I think there was more baseballs landed over here in the softball diamond and in the stands opposed to what was on the field.
0-1. Ball one. And 2 on the corners. It's funny because Mayer really doesn't get frustrated. She just kind of laughs after it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swung on and missed. And that's going to be out. So Kriegel was out, sliding on to second. So that'll end the 3rd inning. We're headed to the top of the 4th. Grinnell leads over Newton 6-1. Alrighty. We made it to the top of the 4th inning. Grinnell leads 6-1 over Newton. And that one down for strike 1. Oh, 1. Up top for ball 1. Looks like Mayor's mom over there behind the dugout giving her daughter a little pitching lesson. Two balls, one strike. And that one fell in there for ball 3. Well, if Meredith can get out of a jam with what? At no outs at one point? I believe she could do whatever. As that one's fouled off for strike 2, the count is full.
That was a tight swing right on the inside of her leg. I'm surprised I suppose you're sitting with 3 balls and 1 strike. You got to take a swing at it, see what you have.
Full count.
It's in there.
Down the middle for strike 3, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good recovery coming back after those 3 balls there. So
Hard to fight down from that.
Now batting for Newton, number 22, Mackenzie Brown.
So Mackenzie Brown, the senior, steps up to bat. Quite a few seniors on this. I just count 5 seniors on this Newton team, I think. Fell in there, but fell in there a little too much. That was a strike. No, ball, yes. Ball 1.
I just went by what I saw.
Up top, ball 2.
I'm not getting it. How the ball, it comes in, he looks to the right to see what's going on. I'm confused.
Man,
Maybe I'm not the only one.
oh, that one lined right toward Meredith. She missed it. And that one will be down for a single. Well, imagine being Ella McAlexander's mom, who's literally sitting basically right where that umpire sits.
Sox brings up number 11, Kaya Butler.
Yeah, I'm sure that Jennifer has a better view than we do, sitting there shaking her head one way or the other.
What's up, McKnights? This guy's all over the place.
One out, none on. Or one out, one on, I should say. That one lined over. Lindsay throws to second. That's going to be out. Nice play by Lindsay. So 2 outs and 1 on. And she kind of bobbled it a little bit and was still able to make the play.
Yeah, nice recovery there and getting her over there.
This will be number 13, Lakin Jenkins up to bat.
Center fielder, number 13, Lakin Jenkins.
So 2 outs and 1 on for Newton. Lakin sends that one deep. Kiana's going to be running back. Can she get there? She does! Up against the fence line. And then we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. Grinnell leads 6-1 over Newton. So we're having more chats over there, trying to figure out some lineup stuff. That was Brielle back out there as well as Coach Jody. And Coach will run over to third base. So the one who made the catch at the end of at the top of the fourth, Kiana, against the wall, is up to bat first, and she'll send this one above the fence line for a foul.
We got that one almost a look at firsthand here.
That's my goal for the baseball or softball season, because Dave Schaefer caught one just right there. We got to try that. One ball, one strike. Grinnell leads 1 over Newton. Pretty impressive game so far put together by the Tigers. That one's down low for ball 2. Two one. Strike 2.
Yeah.
Oh, did they call it down there?
Yeah, that was a strike.
All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a ball.
Yeah, that's a ball right there. That was way up top. We hope. 3-2. Full count for Kais. And that one's going to go right down the middle for strike 3. So out comes Hannah Sophia Behrens for the Tigers. And that one down low for ball 1. Hannah swings on that one, so that'll go down as 1 strike, so the count sits at 1-1. So they intentionally walked her last time. Woo! Strike 2.
Caught somewhat of that left-hand corner, I think, is what Old Blue was looking at.
Key word, somewhat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that's okay. Yeah, same spot.
Actually, even
2-2.
a little. As we sit, I'll say this is a little bit more to the right than the last one.
Oh man. 2-2. That one's up top for ball 3. Guess what? We get to load him up again. Full count. I'm already having more fun doing softball. Something new around every pitch. And that'll be low for ball 4, so Hannah's headed to first. Lindsay Hollabaugh up to bat next. So 1 out, 1 on. That one foul. So instead of kind of leading off, Hannah gets in that nice running motion right there on first base. Ready to take off. Oh, 1. And Hollabaugh sends that one to left field. It stays fair, and it'll just be a 1-hit single. So we got 2 on base, and Lydia Rodabush is going to come up to bat for
Yeah, that's definitely a nice hit there. Lindsay stuck it right in and played fair up past third base. So
we really like that left line.
They do. They follow it right down the side. Lydia Rodabush up to bat.
Tried the bunt for it, strike 1. And only 1 out, so big chance here for Lydia. And it did, yeah, it just nicked her. So bases are loaded. Hannah really doesn't know what's going on there. She goes, she's going to head to third.
The sad thing was Lydia actually had to say, "It hit me."
And the bases are loaded, and Copernall is not going to be batting. Or no, are they getting a replacement for Lydia? So no. Yeah, so Copernall's not going to hit, and this is, I believe, Ashlyn Imhoff up to bat. I think.
21, I believe so.
Yes, it is. So the freshman.
Newton coach having a little dispute. Coach Doty's just trying to get a replacement hitter in, but
yeah, and we do have a replacement runner up top. Megan Hollingsworth is going to run for Lydia.
Megan Hollingsworth then to run for Lydia.
And this will be,
And batting for the
yeah,
Tigers
Ashlyn Imhoff
will
up
be
to bat.
number 21, Ashlyn Imhoff.
Imhoff. Man, some last names are just hard. Bottom of the fourth, Grinnell leads over Newton 6-1. And based off like the first inning, I was like, man, we're going to be scoring up in the team again, but
Freeze! Everybody.
and after several hand claps, we are finally, Imhoff's going to bat.
that would have got us taken off the air.
Take it to left, Ash. Take it to left.
No balls, one strike, one out, and bases are loaded. And she pops this one up. Is the catcher going to drop it this time? Oh, and it just bounced foul at the top of the, literally the top of the fence. I don't know if the Newton catcher would have maybe come down with that, but you never know. And now the Newton catcher, well, now we're having a chat here at the home plate. So we're talking about everything tonight. It's like everything's in slow motion tonight.
Kissed right in his notebook here. It takes him a little bit.
Ah.
Got a lick the pencil.
Adjust his shoulder pads.
Fouled off. Count's still 0-2, one out. A sacrifice fly will bring one home. And that is Hannah sitting on third. Hannah on third, Lindsay on first, and Megan Hollingsworth on first. Big opportunity here. 0-2. And Hannah is going to bring one home. So Grinnell takes the 7-1 lead over Newton. As Hannah Sophia Behrens comes home on the loose throw. And now the count sits at 1-2.
1-2, and 2 on.
And Imhoff gets a piece of that one, and it's going to be fouled. Oh, man. We got players getting taken out. Parker Johnson went for that ball. Baseball team really going for the fouls. 1-2. Fouled again. Ashland's not going to go down without a fight. Yeah, and with that wind carrying to the west, get a little carry on this. Oh, man, are we going to have another pause in the break here? So did Doty think it didn't hit the bat?
He's saying that it's catcher's interference. She's hitting the catcher's glove.
Oh. So catcher interference. 1-2. Strike 3. Down she goes. So out comes Ella McAlexander with
Left fielder,
2 outs.
number 1 on the field.
and
number 1
2
in
on.
our hearts, Ella McAlexander.
Ella's had a good night so far tonight, putting the ball where we need to put it in order to move runners. So let's see if that.
Had that one pop up. That wasn't caught. Strike 1. Instead of going to the side, this ump goes out. I love the variety of umpires that we see this season. 0-1. Strike 2. I mean, Grinnell has the comfortable lead, but you always want to get some more in softball.
I think for old Blue right now, the easiest one is when he sees the bat strike across.
Ella
Nice
lines
hit.
one over to left field, and this is going to bring home out.
Oh.
So we do get. Did we get Lindsay home? Yes, we did. So Lindsay comes home. Either way, great hit by Ella, and Grinnell will head to the top of the 5th, leading 8-1 over Newton.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
So Henwood's going to lead off for Newton here. Welcome to the top of the 5th inning. Grinnell leads 8-1.
Oops, hit the wrong button. Stenberg over there.
Yep, right down there.
And down low for ball 1. Down the dirt for ball 2. Did they not have their... Yeah, they didn't have their first base coach out there. The coaches are all over the place tonight. And I'm really sad that Plaguey's not here.
He got suspended. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I did not know
He
that.
got ejected from last game.
Dang. I didn't know that, so I guess Plaguey got suspended.
So he has to take anger management for us.
Poor guy.
He got suspended for a game.
Man. So there's the reason why.
Maternity leave one more night.
Man.
We'll call him maternity.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike.
He was justified.
That one, the line down to first. Great grab by Hannah.
Nice play by Hannah.
From here, it didn't look like she stepped on the base, but I guess she did.
Yeah, nice little 2-step out and brought her foot right back and caught the out. So 1 down.
Made it look easy.
Yes, she did.
I'll go over here. Pick it up. Step on base.
So 1 out, none on. Meredith's still looking good here, and that's a great pitch down low for strike 1. I want to give a shout out to my own prediction when it was after the Pella game. I want to say when we interviewed Brock Beck and Coach Stenberg, I asked him about the College World Series. And they had Vanderbilt going to the College World Series and winning it all, which probably is going to happen. I think they beat Louisville today. But I had Michigan, and Michigan's like not even favored, as this one's headed out to drop, and Grinnell drops down there, so that'll be a single for Newton. But anyway, they had Vanderbilt, and I had Michigan, who was not even like favored. And Michigan just solidified their spot in the College World Series championship today, so I'm feeling pretty good about that one.
For the pitcher, Grace Benson.
So Benson comes up to bat for Newton. Yeah, wind's trying to get to the north here. Yeah, northwest wind.
Is it, or is it out of the east?
Ah,
Southeast, more east. It's kind of bouncing around. Umpire's recording that wind speed right now.
he can't even hold his paper straight. There you go. He dropped his pen. He's got it. He's working on it. He's working on those up downs. He needs like a rock to hold his paper down. We're giving this guy too much crap. This gives Grinnell time to work some stuff out. I like Kiana's thoughts on this whole thing. Just take a sit down there in the center field, rest the legs a little bit.
Okay, here we are back.
Hey!
Unscheduled timeout by the Old Blue.
We're back. 1 out, 1 on for Newton in the top of the 5th. Swung on, and Copenhagen could not come down with it. She took a hard hit going down to the ground. Newton gets 2 on base. Nice try, though.
Now batting number 27.
Yeah, I think her face piece actually did a little bounce on the ground there, but 1 out with Newton having 2 on, first and second.
No, we're in the 5th
Nice
inning.
one down the middle.
Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch by Meredith. Outside for ball 1. Vanderbilt's winning 1-0 over Louisville. We're getting there. Michigan beat number 8 seed Texas Tech 15-3 today. Yeah. Destroyed the 8th seed. And with the win against UCLA, the 1 seed definitely works out pretty well. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on for Newton. Meredith got us out of the jam last time. Let's see if she can do it again. This one fouled, look out. Bounces off the concession stand. Who got it this time?
Head soccer coach, Coach Custer's down there, manning the concession stand tonight. Watched it bounce off the roof.
Jack Dalby Albright down there as well.
I believe that must be a chip-in of the soccer team.
Baseball team goes crazy because Parker Johnson somehow ended up with that foul ball. Beat Hollingsworth to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Strike 3. Kate then hit her. Okay. Yeah, I tagged her. Okay. Out number 2. Again, as the light keeps going, it's still pretty good able to see the field, but as the light, or as the night starts coming in just a little bit more, we'll try to adjust the screen. This game's moving along pretty quickly, I
For
think.
those who watch the baseball games versus the softball games, this will be a little bit better because the lights are actually sitting behind us instead of having outfield lights come back into us. So that'll make a difference.
What a job by Meredith tonight. 2 outs, 2 on. She has a chance to keep them stranded again.
It looks like the wind is slowly trying to maybe even creep. Well, I was going to say northeast, but now it went right back to east-southeast.
Up top again, ball 2. Next time we'll be in action is
Monday night, back
Monday
here
night,
for a doubleheader.
against, do we know, is it Pella?
Dallas.
Or is it Dallas Undergrounds? We will be back here as that one was down for strike 2. We're going to be back here against Dallas Undergrounds. Can't wait. This is fun. And then Knoxville on Tuesday night for the baseball team.
Baseball boys, yep.
Season's flying by fast.
One of those things, we were a little bit leery before we started up, but it has been a blast doing the ball games. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, for those that didn't catch all the first part of the game, I know that on Facebook Live it was a pre-delay. We started half an hour early, but the live stream actually started at a scheduled time at 7:30. So if you missed that, you can actually go to our website, www.tigersln.com, and you'll be able to click on the live game there, or you can click on girls softball, and you'll be able to see all the archive games there that we do for this year and as we go into next year and the year after. Same as with the boys. They're all archived there. Also on our homepage, you'll see it streaming live tonight.
Full count. Can Meredith get out of the inning? This one popped up high. Can Kriegel get there? She does. And we're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Grinnell leads over Newton 8-1.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polley'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
So Kelsey Van Copernal is up to bat first here at the bottom of the 5th. Grinnell leads 8-1 over Newton. And this one fouled. Fouled off again. Strike 2.
So bottom of the 5th, Mayer is still in there.
And And she's still working hard. Strike 3. That's going to send out Megan Doty. One out, none on. As Megan steps up to the plate. She's had a great game so far this evening. And that one swung on, popped up to the right field. This is going to be caught. I mean, she caught more of it with a bare hand than anything. So Kate Kriegel steps into the box for Grinnell with one out and none on. And Kriegel's going to foul that one off, just barely. Oh, 1. Up top, ball 1. That one popped way back, and this is going to be caught by Newton.
Retires the inning.
So we're headed to the top of the 6th. Grinnell on top, 8-1 over Newton. So we've made it to the top of the 6th inning. Grinnell still in front, 8-1 over Newton. And Meredith McKnight still on top of the mound. So this be number 9. Yeah.
Bebout.
Yeah, Anna Bebout. Yeah, probably.
She's French.
Yeah, because there's a lot of French people in Newton. Oh, man. Oh, 1. Fouled, 0-2. The win tonight would put Grinnell at 10-11. Be a big momentum booster, especially considering last year, and to get the win over Newton. I mean, that's huge. Down low for strike 2. So really it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you know, if old Blue would put his hands up once in a while and let us know what's going on, it'd be easy.
It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Swung on, the line to Megan Doty. She's going to make the throw over to first. Out for out number 1.
You'd think old Blue would at least go like this.
Yeah, at least
Batting
something.
number 22, Mackenzie Brown.
He's just having a bad night. We all have bad nights once in a while. Luckily, I mean, it's not really affecting Grinnell in too hard of a way, but Newton so far hit 4 home runs this season. Grinnell with 6. As that one somehow bounced out of Kate's reach right there. One-0. Top for 2-0. Ball 2. Grinnell's on-base percentage pretty good, 340. Newton came into the game with a 292. That one gonna be lined to Copernall. Oh, and it took a weird bounce in the dirt. I mean, she was in the right position. It just kind of caught the dirt the wrong way. And that'll go down as a hit.
Now batting number 11, Kaya Butler.
So as we go, 1 on, 1 out.
But Meredith has had no trouble keeping Newton stranded on bases, as that one's up top for ball 1. One line down, bunt. Kate throws to first, caught. Nice play. Tried to go for the double play, and she's safe. Good heads-up play either way. 2 outs and 1 on second.
Lakin Jenkins.
So Jenkins comes up to bat for Newton. Newton had 1 run, and it came in the first inning. And Grinnell has been able to keep them at bay ever since.
Yeah. Going to the positive side of Newton, or not Newton, but for Grinnell, has been that playing off of the errors.
And they got her in a trap. Lindsay gets to Kiana, throws back, gets to McKnight. Can she get her there? And she's free, but Kiana's got a little bit of speed, and she's out.
Megan Doty.
Oh, that was Megan Doty, excuse me. Megan Doty's got a little bit of speed in the tank, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. We'll get a quick word from our sponsor, Polly Eyes Pizza.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, 3rd generation owner of Polly Eyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyeysgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Maid and Broad Street.
So Kiana Kais will lead off for Grinnell in the bottom of the 6th. Could be the last time Grinnell's up to bat tonight. I'd take a little prediction that it might be. And Kiana goes down with a strike 1. This game will be over probably before it gets completely dark. Really trucked along. Up top, ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. No outs, none on for Grinnell. And Keanu got a piece of that one, foul. You're getting the hang of that scoreboard thing.
I am. Even got to throw the old home run
Just
up on
right
the
there.
baseball diamond the other night.
We just got to get it somehow. We got to get it so it's animated. Well, that's a lot. I like the run that shows up. Keanu goes down with the strikeout.
Hannah
And 1 out, and Hannah Sophia Behrens comes out here for the Tigers. 1 out. They walked Hannah earlier in the game, then decided not to, and Hannah just ended up walking herself as she goes down for strike 1. Mayer's starting to throw some good pitches here. Trying to give her team a chance. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodebush says it's going out of the park, and that'll go down for ball 2. Line. I thought for a second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, none on. Hey, there we go. The umpire held up 2-2. 2-2. And she got a piece of that one, and it's going to be just short. Newton comes down with the catch. Ugh, so close. So Lindsay up to bat here for Grinnell on the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, none on. It's been kind of cloudy, sunny all day. It's really dark this morning for obvious reasons. That one goes down for strike 1. Some heavy rain this morning. But thankful we're able to be here at the ballpark tonight for our first game broadcasting this softball team, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty good ending for us. Two balls, 1 strike. Two to 1. Swung on, and it's going to be just foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on for Grinnell. And Lindsay lines that one back to the pitcher, and she'll throw on to first. Out for out number 3. Let's see if we can finish it. To the top of the 7th, Grinnell leads over Newton 8-1. So here we go, Newton up to bat. This is it. Grinnell can end this game. From 2010 to 2019, Newton won 22 straight against the Tigers. This drought didn't think it was going to end. And then finally, just a few weeks ago, Grinnell ended it in Newton. Some people thought, well, they might be coming back. That one lying down. Going to be fair. Ella's going to hop on that one. But Grinnell has a big chance here tonight. After those 22 straight losses, can put up a nice 2-game winning streak against Newton, which they have never been able to do since 2007. So a big night possibly upcoming here. So 1 on base, no outs. Up top for ball 1. Yeah, it seems like picture comes up pretty good here. 1 ball, that one lined into the gap. Ella's going to try to chase it down, and now we have 2 on with nobody out.
Now batting the pitcher.
Well, going
Peyton
into the
Mayer.
season, you know, some of the things that were kind of important was, number one, getting little Hawkeye Conference wins. That's always a plus for a team that's been down a little bit, and obviously to go away and have to win the, it's not a sweep, but win the series 2-1 would be definitely a good in the back pocket of Coach Doty. Take the series win away.
Strike 1 for Meredith. Newton's dugout's got a little bit of life here. Trying to create a rally. That one swung on deep. Kiana going to run up and makes the grab. 1 down, 2 more to go. Nothing's truly been able to leave the ballpark here tonight.
Now batting, number 32, Maddie Thayer.
Thayer up to bat for Newton. 1 out, 2 on. How about the night by Meredith? Only giving up 1 run, and Newton's like loaded the bases, I think, twice, So, really, really good night for Meredith.
Lots of left on bases.
Strike 1. I'll take it. No,
The zone got big.
it kind of went a little bit above his head.
And he was standing on the right side of the base, too.
Yeah.
Or on the right side of home plate calling that.
0-1. Swung on. It's going to be just foul. Look out. That thing just it bounced in the bleachers. It's gone. Nobody can find it. It's
Well,
somewhere
Meredith,
under,
let's finish this one off here and put 2 on the board. 2 outs, that is.
No balls. 2 strikes. 2 on base. 1 out. And Meredith sets up in the circle. Darn, he didn't call a strike. Ball 1.
I think she was testing him to see how far off the base you have to go to get the strike.
Wasn't very believable.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That
That's
is
right
right
down
down
the
the middle. Strike 3, and guess what? We're 1 away. And Kate's letting everybody know. 1 out away. Grinnell picking up their 10th
Now
win of the
batting,
year.
number 27, Taylor Lust.
And it's going to be up to Lust, Taylor Lust, to try to get Newton going here. But with 1 out left, see if Grinnell can finish it. Outside, ball 1. Again, after the game, we'll probably have a chat with Mike Doty, possibly. Talk to him about the game, how everything went down. Ball 2. (8-1). Grinnell leads in the top of the 7th. 1 out away.
Right down
She
the
just
middle.
let that one just walk right by. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Meredith trying to end it. And that's going to go down for a ball. She's going to run to third. Newton tried a little bit of a risky thing right there. And now the count is 3-1. But Meredith doesn't seem to be too bad while the bases are loaded, so. But I know she'd love to finish it right here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Right down the middle, strike 2. Oh my gosh. The umpire made the move like it was a strike. He made the motion like it was a strikeout, and that was the end of the ball game. He's excited for this thing to be over. Full count, 3-2. Foul. Ugh. That umpire's just ready. Full count, 2 outs. Runners on third and second. Meredith trying to end it here for Grinnell. Swung on to the shortstop. Megan on to first, and that is ball game. Grinnell slams the door on Newton's possible rally, and they win the game 8-1 over the Newton Cardinals. It's Grinnell's second win in a row over the Newton Cardinals. Very, very good win.
Yep, they take the series sweep on that, so it's a 2-1 sweep on, not a sweep, but a 2-win series over Newton. And great game for the Grinnell Tigers. We've been pretty fortunate that every game that we broadcast, we only broadcasted one loss in the class, so good game for them. We're going to take a short break here, hear from our sponsors, Pollyeyes Pizza, and then we'll try to get Mike Doty up here and see if we can't get him in the booth.
Hey there, I'm Joey Polleyeye, third generation owner of Pollyeyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit PollyeyesGrinnellIA.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyeyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
do you guys
Check.
go tomorrow? All right, we're good to go. All right, we're back here in the booth with Meredith McKnight and Coach Doty. First of all, guys, congrats on the win.
Thank
Big
you.
Win. Meredith, I'll start with you. The bases were loaded like 1 or 2 times tonight. That's hard to get out of those jams. How are you to keep the focus to keep going?
You know, I think a lot of that credit is to my teammates because they remind me to keep my head up even when adversity hits. And Coach Doty also reminds us of that, just to keep your head up. And we're capable of a lot, so just be positive and we'll get out of it.
So you guys play tomorrow at 10 o'clock in Pella Christian. How do you work with stamina-wise getting ready for tomorrow early in the morning after playing tonight?
I think the biggest thing is to go get sleep, go home, ice, just recharge. It's going to be obviously hard and we're all going to be tired, but all the teams are in the same boat. So just keep giving our full effort and get a lot of sleep.
Coach, you won 10 games last year. Tonight you just won your 10th game. That's got to mean something in terms of the improvement of this team and how they're looking forward.
Yeah, no question. And, that was our expectation coming into the season that, I knew we were going to be better. Now, I didn't know what that was going to equate to in terms of wins, but I would have been shocked if we wouldn't have, surpassed last year's win total. So, we're not done yet, hopefully. We got a lot of games left,
right.
Even just within the last 2 weeks of the season. So, a lot of opportunities out there to keep improving. And, our goal is to be playing our best softball going into July and be a tough out when, the tournament comes to play.
Now, tomorrow you have 2 to 3 games you're going to play tomorrow.
Yeah, we play 2 games
Come
tomorrow.
back with a doubleheader Monday night.
Yep.
So basically you're looking at 5 games in 3 days.
Yep.
How's that work for a rotation of yourself pitchers, and how are you going to make that work?
Yeah, so when we play doubleheaders, we'll pitch Mare one game and we'll pitch Hannah the other game, and then when we play a single game, it's just kind of more of a gut feeling. I mean, Meredith's our number 1 right now, but Hannah stepped in at times this year too and pitched a lot of solid innings for us. And it's funny because Meredith asked me before the game, am I start? And I said, I don't know. I wasn't really telling the truth. I knew she was going to start, but I wanted her. If you give her a little more motivation, I was expecting what I saw tonight. I knew she'd be sharp, and I knew she wanted the ball. So I was playing a little game with her.
I was going to say before, I was freaking out. I was like, I want to pitch, really bad. So.
Well, definitely you took advantage of the errors on Newton's side tonight, bringing 4 runs in off of errors on the Newton. Those are one things that you always have to take advantage. But
yeah.
The mishaps between the miscommunication that we saw to get people on base of catcher-pitcher error on Newton's side, it's kind of unheard of, really, because they are a pretty decent team.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're struggling right now a little bit. And I think both teams are probably pretty evenly matched.
Very even.
Yeah, but typically in softball and really probably any sport, when teams are evenly matched, the winner is usually who makes the fewest mistakes. And they made way more mistakes than we did tonight. We were pretty sharp defensively.
Yeah.
We had a few miscues, but nothing that really hurt us. So I was proud of the girls. They played really well, and we needed that after a tough couple games against Oski.
Well, congratulations on the win. Good luck in tomorrow's doubleheader, and we will see you, or tournament play, and then we'll see you Monday night for our doubleheader.
Sounds good.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you.